On my previous video, how to legally and peacefully avoid paying your TV licence, caused a bit of a stir. Got loads and loads of comments, I've got loads of messages, and there's been forum posts about it. So I thought I'd address the most common ones here for you now. Why would I bother to fill in their forms? I shouldn't have to. I completely agree. We shouldn't have to fill in a form. There shouldn't be a licence fee, it shouldn't exist, and we shouldn't have to go through this drama. But I find filling in a short form once every 2 years to be a small price to pay for a quiet life. All you have to do is not answer the door, it's that simple. Well, yeah, that's great if you want to live in your own house not answering your own front door. But what if you get a parcel? What if a neighbour's got a problem and knocking on your door? What if it's the police, someone set your car on fire? It could be anything. I don't want to live in my own house not being able to answer my own front door. Alright, fair dues. You could get a camera, or you could get one of them clever doorbells that's got a camera in it so you can see who's at your front door before you choose to answer it, and they're a good idea generally anyway. But you're going to still feel like you're a prisoner in your own home. You should be free to go and open your front door as you wish without fear of it being a licence detector. You don't have to tell them anything. The best way is absolutely no contact, tell them nothing. Now, I have had a million messages about this, loads of comments, and there's a whole forum thread dedicated to me to try and teach me this lesson. And you know what? I agree. I don't want any contact with anyone from BBC licensing. I don't want people knocking on my door. I don't want letters. I don't want any of that. And that's why I do the exemption. Yeah, at the end of the day, you've got to remember, you're getting loads of letters and you're scared to open your front door. Now, in the 5 years I've done the exemption, I've had 2 letters, both asking me if I need a licence now, and if not, to fill the form in again. I've had 1 knock from an inspector who was very polite because I was nice to him. He asked if I needed a TV licence. I said, no, I'm fully educated, I know what's going on. And he said, that's fine, bye. Easy. And the other thing that people keep saying is, well, I'm not giving them any of my details if they write to me or if they knock. That's absolutely pointless statement. They've got your address. Now, an idiot like me can take your address and find some simple website tools, and I can find out your name, your full name, your date of birth, and how many people live in your house. So by filling in the form, you're only giving them the information that's publicly available anyway. So it's not even an argument. Grow up. We're all in this together. We all want the same thing. We all want people to stop paying the fucking licence fee, don't we? Do I work for the BBC? Now, I had this one a few times, and it made me laugh every single time I read it. If I work for the BBC, why would I be telling people to stop paying their licence fee? I don't know. And a lot of people said that I'm an undercover mole for Capita to try and collect their personal details. As I've already said, they can get your personal details. What difference does it make? Why would they put an idiot like me on bloody YouTube to try and get your details? I made the video just to try and help some other people save that 147 quid a year. Times are hard enough as it is. Now, if I work for the BBC, why would I want people to stop paying it? Have you asked yourself that? But one of the questions that I got a lot was about detector vans, where I said they were bollocks. So when I said the vans were bollocks, I didn't necessarily mean they didn't exist. Some did exist, I'm not sure there was massive numbers of them. But what I meant was bollocks is that it's not physically possible for them to detect what radio waves you're watching or where you're getting it from. You could be getting it through Sky, you could be getting it through cable, they can't possibly tell. They can't even tell that today. How were they going to tell that years ago? Now, there's very little detail about the detector vans out there, but a quick scout around, and if you have a look, you'll see that there's been freedom of information requests from people to try and find out about them. One of them was accepted, and they released some details about the detector vans. And that says that they had an optical lens that could look at the light emitted from your house, and they had an algorithm that could put that together, and they could detect what you're watching from that. Now, if you read between the lines in that, what they're saying is they look through your window to see if you're watching anything. It's impossible then, and it's impossible now, for them to detect what radio waves you're receiving into your house and what you're watching and how you're watching it. If you're watching it through Sky, if you're watching it through Netflix, they cannot tell. The only way they can tell is if they look at your telly. And that's basically what the Freedom of Information request said. If you want to know more about where I found this from, it was Wikipedia, so make of it what you will, but I'll put the link below so you can check it out for yourself if you want. What can I watch if I don't have a TV license? This is one of the most common questions I've had on YouTube, and I made a whole video about it. So if you look up there, I'll put a link in and just click that, and there's a whole video explaining what you can and can't watch and how to be completely legal and above board, and a cheeky way to save a few quid on any subscriptions that you want. Can I watch foreign TV channels? Sadly, without a TV licence, you can't legally watch any live broadcast within the UK, and it doesn't matter where those broadcasts originated from. Now, you can watch all the foreign telly you want as long as you're streaming it not live. So, like on-demand services, things like that. I watch a lot of Spanish TV shows, but I stream them down, perfectly legal. You seem to respect the goons. Grow a backbone. This one stuck in my craw a little bit, to be honest. That just because I don't do one of those stupid doorstep videos where I'm shouting in my own front garden and embarrassing myself in front of my neighbours, apparently I'm a pussy now. I like to believe that if you treat people with respect, then you'll be treated with respect in return. I don't see what's wrong with that. Does that make me a wimp? I don't like the inspector people, the BBC, Capita, whoever they are, that come knocking on your door. I don't think they do a worthwhile job. I don't like the job that they do. But they're still people, and they still have to go home to their families, and they're only doing the job to provide for themselves and their families. So why would I stand out in my own front garden filming them on my phone, shouting at them just to put it on YouTube? I just find the whole exercise just a bit bizarre and a bit pointless, really. I mean, if that's something you want to do, that's fine. I'm just glad you're not one of my friends. So there's been quite a few people that have said that they've done this now, or they've done this previously and it's worked for them. So if you have done this previously, I'd love you to comment and let me know if it's still working well for you like it is for me. Now, if you've done this because you got the idea from my last video, brilliant. That was the reason I did it. I hope you enjoy the 147 quid that you've saved. Please do keep in contact, comment, message me, whatever, and let me know how it's going for you, because I'd love to know. And lastly, I've had quite a few positive comments, which was nice. So yeah, I've had a lot of positive comments, which was nice. And thank you for leaving whatever comment you left, but especially thank you for the positive ones. A lot of people were saying that it was nice to see a TV licensing based video that didn't involve someone standing on their front door shouting at a stranger, filming it on a cheap phone. I found those funny, and I used your line earlier, so thank you for that. Now, I do read every single one of the comments on all of my videos, and if they need replying to, I'll reply. So keep commenting, comment on this one. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well, because I'll be having more videos coming out soon. Thanks for watching.